In this video, I'm going to solve practice problems on logarithmic functions. And as a quick reminder, the way logarithmic functions are solved is when you have a function y equals ln of u, y prime would be, it would be 1 over u, or the variable that is between the parentheses, the function u, times the derivative of that function, so du dx. And that's our equation. I'll start with a problem similar to what we finished up with in the previous video. Our problem is y is equal to ln of 3x squared times e to the x. Now, to make this problem simpler, you can use one of the logarithmic properties and separate this whole thing into two different logarithms. And that will go out like y is going to be equal to ln of 3x squared plus ln of e to the x. Because when you have a multiplication inside a logarithm, you can separate it into the sum of each. And now we can solve this as two different problems. First, you'll want to make this even simpler. So y would be ln of 3x squared, that remains the same, plus ln of e to the x is x. Again, following one of the properties. Now we have a pretty simple problem. So y prime is going to be 1 over 3x squared, that's our u, times the derivative of that, which is just 6x, plus the derivative of x, which is 1. And finally we simplify. This x goes, this becomes x, and this go, and we have 2x. This would be, we will have a 2 on top and the x as the denominator plus the 1, and that's the answer. So let's solve other problems. So this is a problem which is a combination of exponential and logarithmic. We have 3 to the ln x plus 5. And the way you solve this is you use it as if it were an exponential function, and in the du dx part you will add it as a logarithmic function. So let me show you. We can make this easier by putting variables to it. So we'll say that the 3 is u, and we have ln of, we'll say, z. So by following the exponential procedure, we'll get that y prime is, first you write the whole thing, u, maybe I should do this in black. Yeah. So u will be ln z times the ln of u, that's part of the exponential equation, and then we had du dx. But what you want to do is you'll make that du dx, because it's the derivative of that, is going to be the logarithmic equation I just showed you before, but in this case with z instead of u. So we'll have 1 over z times dz dx, and then all of this is this. So you'd have 4 factors in the equation. Now let's solve it with the real numbers. So we're going to say y prime is u, ln z, so the whole thing, 3 ln of x plus 5 times ln of u is 3, so ln of 3 times du dx, which is 1 over z, so we'll have 1 over x plus 5 times the derivative of z, so x plus 5 will just be 1. And that's the answer of the problem. You could just forget about this one. So hopefully this was also a good review for exponential functions. And well, if you found the video helpful, like it and share it with your friends.